Okay, very quickly, just a few features of why Fathom is very advantageous for dealing with single variable and even double variable graphs. For one thing, making graphs is pretty easy. So I'm going to drag a graph on here. I'm going to take a look at the ad pages, and you can see it creates a dot plot pretty easily. Switching between dot plot and histogram is even easier. And adjusting the width of the bars is dynamic, which is kind of cool. And we're going to turn this into a box plot up here, which is nice. It shows the outliers, which is always useful. I'm going to put that over there. Let's make another graph here very quickly. So we can do a little bit of analysis. We're going to take the type of magazines and create a bar graph from that. Adjusting the scale is pretty easy, just a little drag of the axes. And one of the nicest features of Fathom is that all the graphs are linked to each other. So this is all the data about ad pages and magazines. These are all the data about the type of magazine, but I can actually click on any one of those boxes and it highlights the individual data points for those things that are in each graph. So we can actually see that the outliers in this graph are all made up of the health and fashion magazines. And one of the neat things is that we can take this and we can make it a little bit more detailed. I'm going to make that graph a little bit bigger, move this one down a bit. If I'm interested in the individual box plots of these 5 types of magazines, I can actually take that axis and drag it up here and get the individual box plots for those magazines. I'm going to make another type of graph here. We're going to show you how we can link single and double variable data. So I'm going to take the total number of pages for each magazine here, and I'm going to take the ad pages and drag that over to the vertical axis. So I've got a scatter plot. I can get rid of this guy now. And one of the things that we might be interested when we're looking at the number of pages in the magazine, number of the ad pages, is the outliers. Those are always interesting. So I'm going to put a line of best fit on here, so a least squared line. You can see that this is fairly linear data. It's got a r-squared value of just under 0.8, so a strong correlation. And these are outliers. So if we outliers for the health and fashion, you can see that even though they're outliers in the um, single variable representation, they're actually not really outliers in the double variable. That is, the number of ad pages is proportional to the number of total pages. So even though there's a large number of ad pages in these magazines, they're in proportion to how they are in any other magazine. So this is just got a couple of quick features of why Fathom is really great in analyzing data, and it's fairly dynamic when you do it.